what? Dude, this SCP is being extra creepy, dude. That is terrifying.
What's going on, Cody? Welcome to Nathan for Reaction. Today I'm going to be react SCP-179 Sauelsuesor SCP animation. This is by the Rubber. Now this sounds really interesting, and I'm really interested to see this. So always link to the video in the description. Now, while you guys are new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. Let's go and check out SCP-179 Sauelsuesor SCP animation.
Viewer discretion is advised. After its impact, an event occurred which damaged a city extensively with large quantities of an anomalous mucus secretion. Furthermore, it left more than 1,300 dead. Hello everybody, I'm the Rubber. Today, we bring you SCP Foundation Thaumiel Class Object SCP-179.
Yo, let's do this.
SCP-179, also known as Sauelsuesor, is a 30-year-old female humanoid entity located at a distance of approximately 40,000 kilometers from the south polar region of the Sun. In addition, the entity is locked to the rotation axis of the Sun. However, it does not orbit. The most recent recordings of 179 indicate that it seems to maintain a continuous orbit around the center of the galaxy.
Dude, that's extra interesting.
SCP-179's entire bodily surface is covered in or composed of a matte black material. Its hair appears to be composed of this material as well. The entity's hair itself measures over 34 kilometers long.
Yo, what?
However, unlike other parts of her...
Yo, this SCP is like extra interesting, dude. Like, oh my goodness. She's also got like extra long hair, dude. Like, what? Oh my goodness, dude. What? This is extra interesting.
179's hair seems to reflect variable amounts of sunlight. Several markings or tattoos are placed throughout its bodily midline. Judging from their brightness, these markings might be of metallic composition and of a golden hue. These tattoos include several alchemy symbols that have been identified as those typically representing the Sun and the 6 innermost planets of the solar system. The symbol of gold on 179's forehead, which can be found right underneath the hairline, most clearly resembles the Sun. The symbol of Mercury can be seen under her nose. Circling both lips represent Mercury, the smallest and closest planet to the Sun. The shape of a human heart is placed over the location where a heart would be in a female human. This symbol likely stands for the planet Earth. The most recorded movements performed by 179 have been related to extraterrestrial threats, both anomalous or non-anomalous in nature, on a collision or orbital insertion course with the Earth. These threatening items have been identified as capable of causing CK-class reconfiguration events with a varying degree of impact on human societies and earthly life in general if allowed to reach Earth.
Yo, is she just like sending those asteroids just like hurtling to like Earth, dude? Like, that is extra savage.
If impact with Earth or orbital insertion occurs without the proper response and containment by Foundation operatives, these items of interest may be capable of causing XK-class end-of-the-world scenarios.
Dude, what?
The first recorded movement of SCP-179 occurred on the 13th of December, 1940.
Yo, we're going way back, though.
The entity that had remained with both arms crossed raised an arm towards a previously undetected interplanetary object on a collision course with Earth. After its impact, an event occurred which damaged a city extensively.
Yo, she being extra savage though, dude.
Anomalous mucus secretion.
Yo, what is that,
it left
dude?
More than 1,300 dead. The central item of the object was then classified as an SCP entity.
That is super interesting, dude.
After that, 179 returned to its original position. SCP-179 will usually address an item or items of interest by pointing at them with an arm. And when more than one item of interest is present,
yo, so she has like some superpowers or something like that, dude. Oh my goodness, dude, she's like OP right now.
To generate additional limbs anatomically identical to its arms as needed. All items of interest approaching Earth within cis-Neptunian space that had considerable destructive capacity have been detected by SCP-179 without failure, often when no observers known to the Foundation were aware of them. As such, 179 and all personnel, orbital equipment, and facilities dedicated to its surveillance remain the most reliable early warning system the Foundation possesses in regards to detection.
Right.
When possible, this early warning system helps to prevent potentially dangerous incursions within surveyed space. SCP-179 is able to determine which interplanetary
Is
object
there just like a random like crewmate just like spinning around, dude? Oh my goodness, dude, that is extra amazing, dude. Like,
pose
yes,
a threat to Earth,
such a great touch.
humankind, or the earthly biosphere, which makes it a critical asset for the Foundation. All data of interest related to or obtained through 179 will be considered high-priority information to all Foundation departments. 179 is sensitive to all radiation in the electromagnetic spectrum. In addition, it is quite intelligent and possesses the ability to communicate through multiple anomalous means. Only one instance of SCP-179
So she can like communicate through like satellites, dude? Like, what? That is really interesting.
communication with Foundation personnel has occurred thus far, where 179 proved to be fluent in French. On
Wait,
the
she can speak
16th
French
of October
too, dude?
2003,
Extra smart,
after
dude.
487 recorded movements of 179, she was first approached by a microsatellite equipped with multiple recording, analysis, and communications devices. Contact and communication with 179 was not foreseen nor intended. When visual contact with 179 was established, the entity began to move its lips, forming the phonemes of a greeting in spoken French.
So she get extra close
What
to the
follows
camera, though.
is a complete translation of the contact. Hello, I'm the Lookout. My name is Sauelsuesor. Do you like my brother? I like him too. He is big, and so very warm.
Dude, that's sus.
If you want to talk to me, please use your satellite to weave talk to me. It'll be easier than coming here.
Wait, so her brother is the son, though? Like, oh my goodness, dude. And it's a he? Like, oh, things you never know, dude. Like, oh my goodness, dude. How can you have, like, the son as, like, a brother, dude? Like, that is extra, like, creepy, interesting, dude. Like, what?
Probably. Thomas Graham, who is fluent in French, is selected by the head researcher to conduct communications
He's like,
with
oui,
179.
mon chéri.
The satellite is
I don't
used as a
speak French.
radio relay from this point onward. 179 is able to receive,
Dude, that's her
understand,
jam, though.
and transmit radio
Dude,
communications.
she's
Who
like
are you?
jamming out over there.
My name is Sauelsuesor. I am the Lookout. I behold. I often see. I often warn. Almost always when I have to. That way, there is further life. What do you mean, the Lookout? It's me.
Wait, so she's looking out by sending asteroids to like hurtling towards Earth, dude? How is that looking out, dude? Like, that's like destroying, dude. Like, what? How are you looking out for Earth when you're sending asteroids to it, dude? That like damages Earth. Not looking
We have
out.
noticed the significance of your movements. Who do you report to? To those who know where to look.
Low key, she's like doing like perfect circles in the background, dude. Oh my goodness, that is so amazing.
To you.
It's like when a cat
those who
tries to
want
chase
to
its
look.
tail. She's like
Not
chasing
just
her
you,
hair.
but you too. When you say brother, are you referring to the sun? He is my brother, Saul. He warms
How do
me
you
up.
have the son
He
as
is
a brother?
caring, fire, and loving light. He caresses me with his arcs and his voice. He renews me. He is the source of all true light. He is your source. Where do you come from? I was born a child. For how long have you been in your current location? I do not want to tell you.
She like, I
179
ain't telling you
smiles
anything.
and adopts a fetus position, remains looking towards the earth. How did you reach your current position? How did you acquire the properties you currently possess? I was grown into a woman. This
That's
is how I
usually
live
it
now.
goes.
Could you give us further details,
He's
please?
just taking notes.
No. We
Dang.
would like to know more about you. Why not tell
so
us?
savage, though.
I am sorry. I won't be yours. I can't belong to anyone. The Foundation's
Dang.
work protects all of
pretty
humanity,
deep.
all life on Earth. Don't you find this work of the greatest importance? Yes, I am doing it. Look upon me and know. If we have understood your capacities correctly,
Look upon me and know. Dang, dude, that is extra interesting, dude.
we believe
Okay.
you could do far more than that. Sharing all the information you have, not just about the dangerous threats against humankind and Earth, could be of great benefit to all parts involved. I am too big, and you are
Oh.
too small. There is a sea of nothing and islands of light.
Yo, what?
I am their shore. To you come the monster, the pounding fists of void, the longing gods beyond
Yo,
our
what?
knowledge.
Dude, this
I am the
SCP is
lookout.
being extra
I see the
creepy,
ripples in their
dude.
wake.
That is
You want me to
terrifying.
pledge my sight no to you, only to you, so you, only you, can be greater.
Dude, she just popping out of the ocean like she's like Jaws or something like that, or like she's like a creature, which she is, dude. But oh my goodness, dude, this like Sauelsuesor being extra sus, dude, like popping out of the water, scaring people like that, dude. That is extra creepy. Like what?
Even if you find, restrain,
No.
and defend, you want me to be yours. That is not why I am here. There are others.
Dude, she just popping
Others
out of
I
random
assist.
places,
Others
just like,
I
hey,
warn.
shine my
Others
light.
beyond your thin walls
Trap
of
them,
gray,
dude!
dry-paced rock.
This is so
Others beyond
sus.
the reach of your weary satellites. Others beyond the home, our home. Others I know. Others I
There's
love.
more?
Others you won't care for. Others that came before. And overall, others beyond the little
Ooh.
walls of rules and bone and laws and flesh and memories and
Dang.
oaths you build around yourselves until you don't even remember them. Others I love dearly. And
That's
yet,
deep.
only my brother is an equal to me. Excuse me.
So how does she communicate with her brother, like the sun? Like, what type of language does like the sun speak? Is the sun like an animate object? Like, does it talk? And
What is going on, dude?
I don't understand
Is
what
she
you
making
mean
this
by
up?
others. Could you please explain yourself with other words? But I have no words left. But 179 stopped communicating with researcher Graham. Despite several communication attempts, 179 did not perform any other movements
Ooh.
nor transmit other messages. Up to this date,
She like,
179 has not responded to any message
Oh.
coming from any Foundation contact team or any
She
other
ain't
member
having
groups.
it though.
After this, 179 had been reclassified from safe to Thamiel.
Thamiel.
Remember to check
Dang, dude, like this SCP being extra interesting, dude. Like, oh my goodness. Sauelsuesor, dude. So basically, she can speak French. She can communicate with like satellites. Her brother is the sun. All this information is like extra interesting. She has like signs on her like body and stuff like that, dude. She's around like 30 years old. Like, this is extra interesting. And she's sitting like asteroids to like the earth, and she's like the protector or something, like, or she's the lookout for like earth or something like that, dude. She ain't looking out. She's like trying to like send asteroids to like earth. Oh, that is extra sus, dude. Like, oh my goodness, dude. Like, and the sun, dude, like, how is the sun like her brother, dude? Like, how, dude? Like, oh my goodness, dude. How does the sun communicate? How does she know that's her brother? Like, this is like a whole like thing, dude. Like, oh my, this is extra interesting, dude. Like, oh, so many questions, and it looks like she doesn't want to answer them. She's like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm done communicating, dude. Like, oh my goodness, this is extra interesting. Also, like, the animations were just absolutely just like so fantastic. Like, the rubber like depicting like Sauelsuesor. Oh, that was just like really amazing. Like, this SCP, dude, 179, she was not playing around, dude. She like turned into like a sea creature in there, dude, like scaring people, like trapping people. I'm like, oh, this is terrifying, dude. Like, oh my goodness. But that was like really interesting, really intriguing, dude. Like, oh, like SCP-179, dude, Sauelsuesor, dude, not playing around. And this is just like really amazing, really interesting, really intriguing, and just, oh my god, she's just not playing around, dude. She's like from space, dude, and she's like rocking out to music from a satellite, dude. Like, oh my goodness. But this was just so amazing, so incredible, and just really interesting. What do you guys think about SCP-179 Sauelsuesor SCP animation? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, click that bell to turn notifications. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys did enjoy the video, as always, guys, I'll catch you in the next reaction video.